Now they took it easy on us on this one. Given that UT and RS are parallel, they're also going to give us U and R. So let's just start marking stuff. We've got UR. These two are parallel. Prove that these two triangles are congruent. I mean, it could not be any easier than this. This is going to be a great day. I know that they share a side. All I need is an angle. This is the hardest part, is remembering that if you have parallel lines, it's the alternate interiors. So when you go to the angles that are going to be congruent for the alternate interiors or the corresponding or whatever you happen to be using, remember that they need to be touching the parallel lines or it's not the angle. You'll notice if this line continues 3 and 4, just to give you a continuation, 1 and 4 rather, that's not the whole angle for alternate interiors. 3 and 2 rather are contained fully by the parallel lines and the transversals. That is what's going to make 3 and 2 congruent. They are alternate interior angles. At that point, angle, angle, side, done, ready to go. So let's get it on. We're just going to throw out our givens. Now you'll notice sometimes I put those givens together. Sometimes I split them apart, and it depends on what I'm going to use them for. As an example, the U and the R as a given does not mean the same, and I'm going to pull something different from UT and RS being parallel. UT and RS being parallel is going to give me something very specific. It's going to give me that angle 3 and angle 2 are congruent because they are parallel. So you're going to see me split that out. You know, if lines parallel, alternate interior angles, congruent. Champion. Alright, so we've got 2 and 3, and that relies on this one. So it's very important that these two are close to each other. Then I've got S and T. This is going to be shared this time to be fancy. It's going to be like this because you're going one way with one triangle, the other way with the other triangle, and I'm going to designate that with the order. That's anyway. That's just being fancy. Reflexive. Almost forgot reflexive. Scary. Now I've got the triangles, angle, angle, side. So I'll start at U. No, I'm going to do it just like they have it. Almost got a little crazy on you. You want to write it in the same order as they ask it for. Anyway, we're done with that proof. Nice, easy proof for number 8. Number 9. Man, happens so fast. We're just having a great time. I've got my colored pens. If you don't have a set of colored pens, that's okay. I like them because they're colorful. It's fun to use various colors. Here we go. We're going to get AD is congruent to CD. So here's 1, here's 2. And then BD bisects AC. And that's going to give us these two as well. They want us to prove that it bisects this angle. We don't have any angles. They put this 1 and 2 here in there just to mess with you. I mean, they use the same picture for a lot of different proofs. So don't think just because that 1 and 2 is there that we need it. You guys see that we already have 2 sides. That third side is shared. Let's just use SSS. Call it a day. I want to bisect this angle, which means I need to prove that they are congruent. If DB is going to bisect ADC, then 3 and 4 are going to be congruent. And that's what I'm going to CP-CTC 3 and 4, and then say that it's congruent by definition of bisector. Here we go. I'm going to say AD congruent to CD. That's given. Again, I'm going to write that other given out on a separate line because I'm using it for something specific. BD bisects AC. Also given. And I'm using that to say that AB is congruent to BC by definition of bisector. I then need that third line. So I'm going to say BD is congruent to BD. Reflexive. And then finally, I've got my 2 triangles congruent to each other. So I've got ABD, and it's going to be congruent to CBD. Oh, sneak that triangle in there. By SSS. Why did I do all of that? So I could CP-CTC 3 and 4. with 3 and 4 congruent, I have the bisector that I want. Let's finish that off. So I've got DB bisects ADC. Definition of bisector. All done. You guys have a wonderful test day. Make sure you have a plan. Planning so critical to being successful in proofs. Guys, good luck.